Welcome again to Careers with Kavita. Today we are here with someone very special, Akriti Jain. Akriti is an image consultant, a soft skill trainer. She helps you in building your resume, your profile, your communication skills. She is the verbal ability trainer with Princeton Review, an English language development trainer, communication and skill development trainer, and also training students across the globe for GMAT, GRE, SAT, IELTS, TOEFL, and much more. Let's have a word with Akriti and know. Hello, Akriti.
Hi, Kavita ji. Thank you for the warm welcome and the kind words.
Thank you, Akriti, for joining us. So, Akriti's Insta handle is Business Ready with Akriti Jain, and we will be sharing it across in the link. Please do like, follow. If you want to become business ready, interview ready, and ready with your strong communication skills. Akriti, can you tell us something about yourself?
Sure. I am Akriti and I have completed my MBA. Post that, I went on to work in the corporate world and then I came full time into training. So I have been training working professional students across the globe since the last 5 years. And I have helped them train with respect to their verbal ability skills. So I've trained a lot of students who are appearing for the SAT, IELTS, GMAT, GRE. Apart from that, when they are preparing for the interviews with respect to different colleges and universities in India, as well as business schools like IIMs, XLRI, even ISD. So I have helped them with respect to that. As well as since I'm an image consultant, so I help with personality development and grooming. And I've also been associated with institutes like IIHM Kolkata, where I primarily train the hospitality industry students.
Amazing. So, Akriti, what are your five important tips for students these days to develop in their profile, personality, as well as spoken English skills?
Okay, so number one is that they need to get back to reading. So as a lot of people, and if they are looking at the videos or interview or podcast of any successful person like Steve Jobs or Ratan Tata, they will always tell you that you need to get back to reading and make it a fun activity, not something that you have to do. Make it something that you really want to do. Number two, be very confident and comfortable about yourself. So stop thinking what others will think about me or what is the thing that will look cool on social media, but start thinking that what I enjoy doing the most. And once you start building confidence, it will become very easy for you to start speaking very confidently. Number three, I always say that you need to divide your speech into two parts. One is content, and the second is delivery. So, content is what you are saying, and delivery is how you are saying it. So, content will be built when you know a lot about the things that you want to speak about. And delivery is when you have that confidence and when you can undermine the nervousness that you are facing at that particular time. So, it will automatically help you with flawless delivery. Number four is that I think the students today have a lot of exposure to these OTT platforms. So you should, when you are doing this and your phones are always with you, start using it to solve maybe crosswords or word searches, or even like when you're doing Sudoku, so that your mind is programmed in a way where you can come out of the word jumble very easily. And the OTT platforms, because there are certain words that are used in these web series which ultimately become a part when you are going for a corporate job or even when you're trying to start something of your own. So, for example, I would say Shark Tank. That's such an inspiring show for so many young individuals because they want to learn how to become an entrepreneur. They are learning. They're picking up finance related terminology from there, and they're using it like they always knew it. So, I mean, when you're watching these shows, make sure that when you're using the time to watch some shows on the OTT, make sure that you're using it to watch some productive content, and whatever words or phrases or terminology that you come across, always try to find out the meaning of it. And number five, I would say, is implementation. So we tend to learn a lot. See, a lot of information is available to all of us these days because of constant exposure to the internet. So, but how do you use this? You will start using it when you actually start, when you start implementing it in your daily life. तो डोंट थिंक कि जब मैं कॉर्पोरेट में जाऊंगा या जाऊंगी तब मैं ये वर्ड्स यूज करूंगी. See how can you use it in your daily language, in your daily circle. And when you start using these words, even like swapping a simple word like stubborn, she is very stubborn. Instead of that, if you say that she comes across, sometimes she comes across a little reluctant. So that is the, that is where you move from basic to advanced English. And when you start using these words in your everyday conversations, whether it's in your emails or messages, so you will get used to this. And once you get used to this, with perfect confidence and the body language that you should have, there will be no issue for you to present yourself in front of a crowd or even individually on a stage.
Okay. So, Akriti, what are your tips for students of grade 9, 10, 11, and 12 for their English entrance exams and interviews and group discussions that they get to face in their different rounds of college admissions?
Absolutely, that's a great question. So, one thing that I would really ask class 9, 10, 11, 12 students to focus on is that forget about what you are not getting in school, because there are a lot of opportunities these days that lie outside the school as well. Start participating in extracurricular activities, speech or debate competitions, elocution competitions. And even if you say that you did, because the schools have huge batches, so it might be possible that every student does not get a chance to get selected every time there's a debate or elocution competition. But when you're learning about these in school, come home and start recording yourself when you speak. Just love yourself when you are looking at yourself on screen and enjoy that yes, I look so well, oh, I speak so well. Don't compare yourself. So a lot of students, even in this, when they're preparing for the entrance exams, they start comparing themselves. Oh, he has got 8 bands, 9 bands. Oh, he or she was able to get 700 plus in the first attempt. How am I going to manage it? So, a very important part about all of this is that you need to stop comparing yourself. Number two, it's time management. So, these students have a lot to juggle because they have like rigorous classes in school, assignments, submissions, all of that. On top of that, they're preparing for this. So, you need to dedicate a certain amount of time every day or on a few days of the week, that I'm going to dedicate this amount so that you don't have other things interfering with all of this. And now when it comes to the interview preparation, so a lot of people might find these templates online ki fill in the blank karke we'll be able to answer the question. But why I would not suggest going for that, but coming up with your own answers. So find out the why. Like for example, if you are moving from commerce background or from let's say from science background to commerce background, now you want to come to BCom. Don't think that this is the I don't enjoy science and that is why I'm moving to BCom. But think from a perspective that why do I want to do BCom? What are the career opportunities for me post BCom and how can I utilize them? When you see that light at the end of tunnel, then you will stop thinking to yourself, you'll stop victimizing yourself that oh, I wasted my time with science. Oh, I hate science. I should have taken commerce in 11, 12. Well, that time is gone. So now that you're going to take it up, see what are you going to get after those 3 years of doing BCom. How is your science knowledge going to help you with learning or everything that you have in BCom? And what are the takeaways that you are going to get at the end of this course? When you start enjoying this course, when you start seeing the gifts at the end of this course, you will automatically come up with a why as to why you want to do this course. Why do you, except for the fact that you hated something and you want to move to a new stream altogether.
So, what are the different topics of group discussions that generally students have, especially in universities, where we see that they cross the first round of admission, and when they go for group discussions, that time our students have to sometimes pace back.
Absolutely. So, before I move on to the topic, I would like the different kind of probable topics. I would first like to just let all the students here know that the difference between group discussion and a debate. So, a discussion is supposed to be something where you're coming on a common consensus. It's supposed to be done in a very congenial way. It's not where you fight with each other to put across your points. but it is also a very important thing that people miss out on is listening. So sometimes, even when you are not aware about the topic, you can participate in a group discussion by something called the piggyback method. That's when you listen to others, you understand the topic, you gather words, and then you present yourself in the discussion. So always have this in mind that you need to differentiate a debate and a discussion. Now, coming to the probable topics, we can divide them into abstract topics and current affairs related topics. So, current affairs is something which is very common. So, for example, if you're going for a management examination or a management course like a BBA, then they might ask you that what is the effect of, say, budget in today's world, and they might ask you about the different types of leadership, uh, talking about inspirational people, who do they think that inspirational people are, then about the dominance of influencers and social media. So these are some topics which are very common. So now I'm just saying social media, but the topics can range from there's a very wide range of topics, because it could be pros and cons of social media, it could be the influencer effect on social media, it could be social media, the worst evil that the society has seen. Social media bridging the gap between a lot of things. So you just have to pick up one topic, and you have to see it from multiple aspects and perspectives, so that whatever topic you get, you are able to speak on it for a good 2 minutes out of like 6 to 8 minutes that you are given.
This is very well highlighted, Akriti, that there is a lot of difference between group discussion and debate. And the piggy bank method is, of course, it's a lifesaver for students who do not have idea on that particular topic. It's like summarizing the entire conversation that you are hearing over there on a very humble note. So I'm sure,
Right.
Akriti, students will benefit from you in all your workshops, and students who are seeing this can always follow us for different profile evaluation, career counseling, and if you want to, work on your interview skills, group discussions on how to crack exams like IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, Akriti is there with us, and you can connect with us or you can connect with Akriti, and we also help you build up your portfolio for abroad admissions. So thank you all of you for watching this video. Thank you, Akriti, for being there with us and sharing
Thank
such deep insights which was so valuable on your image building, on your communication skills, and also on cracking interviews and group discussions during college admissions. Thank you, Akriti, for being there with us.
Thank you for the opportunity to help me reach out to so many young individuals, because I really want all of them to do well in whatever career they choose. Thank you so much.